Hello, welcome to 13 Universal, and this is A-Level Caie Biology with Shedro. So we are starting a new series, Infectious Diseases, Series 1. Alright, get your pen and paper, let's dive into it. Which disease is not likely to be passed directly from parent to child? Cholera, malaria, sickle cell anemia, and tuberculosis, okay? Now, the emphasis here is not likely to be passed directly from parent to child. Cholera can be passed directly from parent to child, through, of course, can be passed um, through contaminated water, or the parent could not wash, maybe they will not wash their hands clean, and they use their hand, they put the hand in the mouth of the child mistakenly. Okay, malaria, well, it can be passed through female Anopheles mosquito when it feeds on the blood meal of the mother. Okay, but if there's no mosquito there, most likely it may not be passed directly. Okay, except, okay, of course, this is not likely to be passed directly. All right, it's not passed directly, so it's passed mostly to mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito first, and then from mosquito it will not enter, all right, into the child from the mother. Sickle cell anemia flows, of course, can be passed from the mother to child genetically. All right, tuberculosis, when the mother coughs, the child can inhale it directly. So the one that does not pass directly, not likely pass directly. Okay, this malaria, because mosquito is there. Okay, yeah, given to mosquito, the mosquito can pass it on to the child. All right, so what's the answer? Malaria. So let's look at the next question. The diagram shows one way of testing the effect of antibiotics on bacteria. So look at it, guys. Yeah, try to solve this question. Okay, what is the answer? Pause the video and try it. Says the diagram shows one way of testing the effect of an antibiotic on bacteria. So you can see that there's colonies of bacteria. That's after 5 weeks. This is diameter of inhibition. This area shows the area that is inhibited. So, and of course, by the antibiotics impregnated into this disc paper, filter paper. So the table shows the result of testing 5 different types of bacteria. Zones of less than 13 millimeters showed presence of resistant bacteria. Which statement can be supported by this data? All right. The first one says bacteria become more resistant to antibiotic over time. Remember, they said the zone of less than 13 millimeters showed the presence of resistant bacteria, and this says bacteria become more resistant over time. Okay, let's look at number one. So over time, this is week 1, 24, diameter of zone of inhibition is 24, week 2, 21.9, week 3, 19.0, week 4, 17.6, week 5, 14. So it never gets to less than 13 millimeters. All right, if it gets to less than 13 millimeters, this statement will be right. But over time, bacteria 1 does not get resistant. It doesn't become more antibiotic resistance. Why? Because till week 5 it is still less than 30 millimeters. Okay, so look at 2 shows something like that. Yes, 3 shows a trend, 4 shows a trend over time, but 5 does not show. So 5 and 1 do not show the trend. So we eliminate A. B says only types 2, 3, and 4 of the bacteria show resistance to the antibiotic. Yes, of course. Look at type 2. Over time, you see, at week, okay, starting from week 3, type 2 and 3, they're already less than 13. The diameter of zone of inhibition, this is 12.2, 12.4, so it's less than 13. And if you go on less than, now this from week 4, bacteria 4 also shows resistance. So 3 of them show resistance. Okay, so B is the answer, but let's look at C. The antibiotics can be used to treat all the types of bacteria. No, it cannot be used. All right, it can only be used to treat 1 and 5. So because bacteria shows resistance in 2, 3, and 4. All right, 5 and option D says type 5 of the bacteria can never become resistant to the antibiotic. It's going, or if you continue, it's going to end up. All right, so the answer is B. So smallpox has been eradicated, but not malaria or cholera. Which statement correctly explains this? These are the statements. First one says cholera bacteria in the. Let me list it. Process it. Process it. Process it. All right. So smallpox has been eradicated, but not malaria or cholera. Which statement correctly explains this? Number one says cholera bacteria in the intestines are not destroyed by antibiotics. Okay, so we're not talking about antibiotics, we're talking about antibodies. Okay, antibodies, right? So but however, this is a typo error. This is supposed to be antibodies. Yeah, cholera bacteria, they hide, right, the antigens in the small intestine. That's called antigenic cancellation. So this is why cholera is not easily destroyed. Okay, all right, by antibodies. Then number 2 says plasmodium antigens change during the life cycle. Yes, plasmodium is a eukaryote. It has many surface antigens, so they change, all right, different life cycle. So 2 explains that. 3 says smallpox antigen remains stable. Yes, that is why it was eradicated. There was no antigenic variation. It didn't change it. Okay, no mutation. So it worked. 4 says vaccines only work against virus. No, vaccines work against all pathogens. So 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. The next question: which of the diseases listed in the table are only treatable using antibiotics? Now, the ones that are treatable using antibiotics are the ones caused by bacteria. Cholera is caused by bacterium, so ABC. Measles is caused by virus, okay, virus. Cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae. So that is not treated using, okay, antibiotics. TB is caused by bacterium, so only 2 of them, cholera and TB, are treated using antibiotics. Antibiotics have their target site on eukaryotic structure, right? So you see, treatable by antibiotics, cholera, and not treatable measles, cholera, and TB. So the answer is B. The diagram shows properties of diseases. Which area of the diagram shows the properties that are common to both cholera and tuberculosis? Wow. Yes. So they're both bacteria. They're both, yeah, they're caused by bacteria. All right. Tuberculosis, okay, caused by bacteria, cholera. So they're both infectious disease because it can be passed on from one person to another. Transmitted by airborne droplet. No, this is only for tuberculosis. Cholera is through contaminated food and water. All right. All right. So this is it. A is the answer here. Let's move quickly. The disease smallpox has been eradicated by a worldwide vaccination program. Which set of reasons correctly identifies the problems associated with planning vaccination program to eradicate other diseases? Yes. Tuberculosis invaded gut cell. No, it doesn't invade the gut. Different stages with different antigens. So this is for malaria parasite. See, it says different vaccines need for active and dormant. Okay, dormant to active forms. Yes, because sometimes it lives at in dormant stage in the body for a long time. This is genetically inherited recessive. No, TB is not genetic, so C is the answer. From here now we're limited. Okay, if you go on, let's check C again. See, malaria, different stages with different antigens invades the body. Yes, that's correct. Sickle cell anemia, genetically inherited recessive condition. That's correct. Cholera invade gut cells where immune system less effective antigenic cancellation. So C is the answer. All right. Which details are correct? Okay. Disease. Let's check. AIDS, use of condom during sex. Okay, can control that, but you don't treat with antibiotics. So this cancels A. Antibiotics used for only bacterial infections. To treat bacterial infections. B, cholera, water treatment, yes. Oral hydration, yes. Bacterium is caused by bacterium. Yeah, this seems to be correct. Okay. Yeah, but let's check the other one. See, malaria, quinine is for treatment. Okay, all right, it's for treatment. Now, of course, vaccination is for prevention. Okay, and of course, it's caused by prototis. So this treatment, vaccination is for prevention, not for treatment. So there's something wrong with this. Quinine is used to treat it. Vaccination is used for control or prevention. So C is wrong. Look at D. TB isolate patient. Okay, that's okay. Antibiotics used for it, but it's not caused by virus. So the only one that's correct here is B. Cholera, water treatment, oral hydration caused by bacterium. So the answer is bravo. Where are antibodies and antigens found? Okay, this question is tricky. On surface of pathogens, antigens are found there. Okay, on phagocytes also have antigens. In blood plasma, you find antibodies there. So is actually D, right? Now, which of the following increases the risk of contracting cholera? Okay, let's list them. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, the answer is already A, mistakenly. So drinking unpasteurized milk. Now, cholera, all right, is not transmitted through unpasteurized milk. Unpasteurized milk is for tuberculosis, right? All right, so this is for tuberculosis. Eating shellfish which have been fed or raw sewage can transmit cholera. Untreated sewage, okay, transmit cholera. So 2 is cholera. Living on bacterial condition, this is for tuberculosis. 1 and 3 are for tuberculosis or measles. Okay, this is for some measles. So 2 only is for cholera. All right. So that is it. The answer is A. Which of the following 2 diseases are caused by viruses? HIV. Cholera is not caused by. Okay, let me list it for you. Pause the video and try it. HIV is caused by virus. Cholera is caused by tuberculosis. Out. Malaria is caused by prototists. Cholera is caused by bacteria. Out. Measles caused by mobiliviruses. Smallpox caused by variola. They are all viruses. Yes, correct. TB is caused by bacterium. So C is the answer. Alright, thank you so much for hanging out with us. So we're going to be doing series 2 later. Okay, so don't forget to comment on our videos, share and like our videos, subscribe also. Thank you. Bye.